Mayweather recently was, not that you were talking shit, but Mayweather was talking about your comments about Canelo recently, and just kind of almost came out in defense of Canelo. Were you kind of surprised you were the guy that kind of brought them together?
They need all the Avengers. They need everybody to stop me.
They need
Call them all on.
Right.
Bring them all on. They need a lot to stop me. They can't though.
Right.
There's nothing they could do. I'm in control of my destiny. I'm in control of how hard I work. I'm in control with the punches I throw. They can talk. They can try to discredit me their whole life. The truth rises to the top. I know where I'm at. You can see it. You can see I've been making the right moves. I'm here. So I mean, you can't deny that. So you need more than those two to stop me. You can't stop me.
Right.
Unstoppable. I'm like
I was gonna say, he said himself that he shoots shit at Canelo too, you know? I mean, were you kind of surprised that he came out in defense of Canelo?
No. I mean, I don't even know why he would want to respond. You know what I mean? But it just shows him. I think he could just sense something special in me. He don't like it. He's eating. I don't know, something. There's something in there. Because he's like, man, why? He never chimes in on anything.
I was going to say, could that be maybe part of the whole, Tank's last fight being with Mayweather?
He's trying to promote it, though. He's trying to promote the fight. Me and Tank, maybe. But no matter what, he can't fight for Tank. So it don't matter.
Right.
He can't fight for Tank. Tank can't call him onto the ring. And even if he did, at this age, I'll whoop Mayweather's ass.
Right. Appreciate you, Ryan.
I would have whooped his ass regardless.
Thank you.
So we just heard there from the king of Cap himself, Ryan Garcia. Yeah. Let's take it from the top then. What did Ryan Garcia have to say for himself? First off, he said, oh man, I can take them all and y'all see what I'll be doing. And listen, we see what you be doing. You be fighting bums is what you be doing. But I can take them all, you see what I'm doing. What are you doing? Fighting salmon and tuna, have an ass. That's what you be doing. Yeah, bum slayer. And the worst thing is, he even said, oh man, I fight Floyd and I'd even probably fight Tank. What do you mean you probably fight Tank? I thought you was about it. Yeah? But I can't lie to you, I do not respect Ryan because he's a bum slayer, but honestly, if Ryan did half of the ish he talked about doing, he'd probably be my favourite fighter, truth be known. Yeah, don't forget, he said he wanted to fight Tank 6 months ago. In fact, I even made videos at the time being a bit of a fanboy for Ryan. Because that was about 6 months ago was the first time I actually kind of started looking into Ryan. And it was about then, that was when Ryan Garcia was at the Mike Tyson podcast. And he had Tank on the phone. And he was saying, Tank, you're too small. I'm too big, I'm too strong. Tank, you're a midge. Yeah, and I thought, wow, bear in mind people, that was the first thing I'd ever seen from Ryan Garcia. I was like, wow, this guy is smoky. Yeah, this guy want to be, he want the squabbles. 2-2s. A year later, he fighting salmon and tuna. Yeah, that's what he be doing after taking a 6-month break because he fell off. And he talking about what yo man, you see what I'm doing. We see you having time off, getting a whole bunch of IG chicks pregnant, and doing everything but squabbling it up with the top ones. That's what you be doing. But you see what I'm doing. It'll take more than them to take me down. Listen. You're too busy fighting bums to know what's going to take you down. Yeah, and arguably, you're already down bad because you fight bums too much. Yeah? That's what I don't get. But maybe it's not just Ryan's fault. I think it is something to do with the sport because these guys are all gassed. Yeah, they're all gassed. And none of them, apart from Devin Haney, are really getting it like that. Yeah, the only guy who's getting it how he's living is Dev Haney. All these other guys talk like they're Haney. That's the thing. The only guy I want to hear big talk from is Haney because he be doing big actions. Everyone else is a big number one capper. Yeah, Tank Davis, Tuck Davis, capper, king of cap. Yeah, Ryan Garcia, king of cap. Who else you got? I don't even want to talk about Bumero. Oh my god, imagine that. And the worst thing is, guess who's best friends with Ryan Garcia? Bumero, the guy who got his wig pushed back after woofing for 2 weeks about what he was going to do to the midge Tank. Yeah, got his wig pushed back in one punch. And after the fight was saying how he was winning. I won the fight. Wow. Yeah, no technique, no skill have an arse, no chin have an arse as well, but whilst right. But anyway man, let's get back to the actual point here. As I was about to say at the start of the video, I actually respect Ryan. Why? listen, for you man who don't know, Floyd, this whole thing started, yeah. Floyd came out of nowhere, sucking Canelo off. Now again, for you man who don't know, this whole thing really started with Canelo and Ryan going back and forth. Yeah, obviously Ryan left the camp. Canelo said Ryan was undisciplined. Ryan clapped back and said, you got your ass whooped by Bivol and Golovkin gonna knock you out. At which point Canelo clapped back and said, Ryan, you owe bills, you ain't paid your bills, and you're a bum slayer, and you don't want to fight no one. And Tank would push your dinner back in. Yeah, that's what Canelo said. Anyway, that's what we got up to. 2-2's out of nowhere, randomly, the man who says he never watches his opponent's fights and never watches no one's interviews, suddenly, again, a week after Canelo said that about Ryan. Like I said, the man who don't watch no interviews said, oh, yeah, Canelo's right. Ryan does need to be more respectful. Ryan ain't achieved nothing. Ryan needs to achieve what Canelo's achieved. All that kind of stuff. So, that's essentially how we got up to today, with Ryan saying what he said. Now you got the context. I can say what I was going to say, which is, I respect Ryan because too often these days, and I actually thought that, bear in mind that Floyd, it was literally about a week ago that Floyd said what he said about Ryan, and we hadn't heard anything. So I'd actually written him off, saying, oh, Ryan's obviously kind of scared. Not scared, but Ryan's don't want to offend this king. Bear in mind, people, all these boxers today suck Floyd off. Yeah? So I thought, okay, Ryan, he another young dude just trying to suck Floyd off and don't want to rock the Floyd boat. So like I said, I'm actually happy Ryan came out and at least tried to punk Floyd off. Yeah, because Floyd ain't nothing special. Especially when Floyd recently has come out and has carried on sucking his fighter off, Tank Davis. Yeah, carried on protecting his sugar baby, Tank Davis. I ain't trying to hear no more from Floyd. I ain't trying to hear no one respect Floyd. Floyd is single-handedly bringing this sport down to its knees. He's encouraging people to duck fights. He's encouraging people to chase the bag no matter what. And the last thing he's doing is, ultimately, he's never encouraging the best to fight the best. Yeah, look at his career. His career was really made on fighting old people and bums. Call me a liar. Yeah, Robert Garcia, Robert Guerrero bum, Andre Berto bum. Yeah, the bum slayer. He is the original bum slayer. He is the original pay-per-view bum slayer. Yeah, no one fought bums on pay-per-view like Floyd did. So I'm glad that Ryan's sticking up for himself. I wish more fighters would. For example, you might know how much I like Dev Haney, but recently Floyd came out and said, oh, Devin's ducking Shakur. And basically Devin Haney ain't really said nothing. Now, will he in the future? I hope so. Yeah, Dev should tell Floyd, you're the bum slayer. Floyd, I'm doing things you didn't dare do. Yeah, Floyd never dared to become undisputed. Yeah, Floyd never dared to fight actual proper top dudes. He didn't. Dev Haney out here wanting the best. He wants the fights that don't make sense for himself. Yeah, up until recently, I'd have told you that Dev Haney versus Tank is a fight he shouldn't want. He won it anyway. That there is serious. Yeah, seriously certified. And for all the criticisms, oh, Dev Haney don't have no power. Listen, Tank has all the power, but he ain't got no ass. Yeah, all the power, but ain't got no balls. What good's that? Yeah, it's like having a nuclear bomb, but no button to push it with. Yeah, no ass have an ass. Anyway, salute to Ryan for whatever it's worth. I hope Ryan stays on Floyd Mayweather's neck. Yeah, listen, Floyd, you're old head. Yeah, Ryan told you, listen, Floyd, you're old head, and I'll slap you on your old bald head. How about that? Oops. What are you going to do? Old man. Yeah, I can't lie to you. That'll be a fight I'd like to see. Ryan Garcia versus Floyd. I mean, honestly, De La Hoya should start pushing that, I believe. Floyd has hinted recently he might come back for a real fight. And bear in mind, Ryan Garcia's got that kind of Logan Paul, crossover. Honestly, I'm surprised De La Hoya hasn't made more out of this. If I was De La Hoya right now, yeah, I'd be telling Ryan, listen, Ryan, go out there, tell Floyd, listen, Floyd, I've been hearing you want a real fight for 200 million. Let's run it. Yeah, because Ryan Garcia's got the whole Mexican thing. We know Floyd loves that whole Mexican shtick. It makes perfect sense. I would actually like to watch it. And now we've got the beef going. Ryan now needs to put his foot on the beef and say, listen, Floyd, listen, granddad. Yeah, I'm going to slap you on your old granddad head if you don't wind your beacon. That's what you should be doing right now. But anyway, man, outside of that, realistically, Ryan, Floyd weren't lying. You are the bum slayer. But nonetheless, I mean, who's Floyd to talk? Yeah? Oh, Ryan needs to achieve something first. Floyd, get serious. You was the old man pay-per-view bum slayer. Yeah? Shane Mosley, 38-year-old. Wow. Yeah? Cotto, 50-year-old. Pacquiao, 45-year-old. That's your legacy. 100%.